Well, today, in the surprise episode of Don't Be Kurt, I was out doing a little driving with the Mini around town, and it died in traffic. So I got it off to the side of the road, and now just went to Napa to buy some fuses because crank no start. I'm hoping it's just a fuel pump fuse or something, but I have no idea. So if I can't get it going, tow truck it is. Feels like deja vu with the Audi, but at least it doesn't seem catastrophic. It legitimately just turned off. So there have been worse places to break down. Thankfully, where I lost power, I was able to coast into this spot right here. Now, the only thing vicarious at here in St. Louis, this is actually a place called Forest Park Parkway, so it's a little bit brisk, and you know, the fuse box on this Mini is on the driver's door jamb. So let's see if we can figure this out. All right, so here's the symptom. Turns over, sounds like there's compression, so it's not like the engine's blown. Like, this is clearly an electrical issue. Okay, so changing the fuses didn't help, and the battery has died since trying to crank it. So went, got the 318, which has a battery in the back where I can just jump directly from trunk to front, and I'm picking up a fuel pump relay just in case. So good luck, I hope, for myself. And if not, I gotta figure out how to get tow this home and see if I can do some more tests to see if the fuel pump's getting any power. All right, now back to it. We got relay in hand. Now the trusty 318. Again, the battery's in the back, so I can park in front of the Mini and jump from here. But instead of the situation I was trying to do before, which I should have recorded, but it was on a busy highway and kind of scary. Okay, update. So we've changed the relay, changed many relays, changed fuses, still nothing. Still not 100% sure the fuel pump's going off, so I'm back here trying to get to it to see if I can hear it kick off when we put the key in the on position. So we got the back seat lifted up, 10 millimeter, doing this, and again, I'm just one-handed, so I can't really show you guys, but once I get the cover off, we'll get back to it. All right, got the cover off. You can't really hear it, but I can feel it, so I think it's working. Not sure if the mic picked it up, but yeah, so I don't know now. Now I'm really stumped. So I'm stumped now. Got fuel. We had crank, but no. So I don't know about spark, and I don't have a tester to see if there's any spark coming out of the spark plug, nor do I have a spark plug tool with me. So I think at this point it's time to have this thing towed back home so we can do some further studies. No saving it at this point. So as you can see, we failed, and the Mini's being towed, and so we got the tow truck driver here is getting ready to drop it off. And of course, we have Coben from Vimmers, who's gonna take a quick looky-loo, but I suspect it's something bad electrical. All right, so now testing some of the obvious stuff here. Testing for ground problem. Got to jump back in. And now Coben's checking, I guess, the other side of the tank, because I only checked one of the two fuel pumps.
Came down to the Hutchinson dealership to see if I could.
So after pulling a spark plug, there's no spark and clearly no fuel, so pumps aren't actually doing anything. So we got some more work to solve, and because you got to remove all this to get the crank sensors and stuff like that, this will wait for the pulley job, so stay tuned. This will probably be part of the video of doing that. All right, so day 2 of trying to figure out what's going on here. So I got the Mini. We have crank, no spark, no fuel. I've been checking a bunch of different things, of course reading the forums, and I can't quite figure out what's going on. I'm led to believe it's the EWS or a crank sensor. Now, many of you might be saying, why don't you just plug in and read some codes and see what's going on? Haha. This Mini also has the problem that I discovered, which will be in some other videos I've been working on this car, where the ODB2 port is not functioning. So my Carly won't read into it. I hooked AutoLogic up to it. I can't get it to connect. So doing a little troubleshooting, like, hold on, let me switch angles. So with my multimeter tool, and I know this is old school, guys, but just bear with me. I couldn't find my nice one, so I had to go to use this one. This is really just saying about 2 volts. and I don't know why that is. So this is using pin 16 on an ODB2 port. It should be 12 volts. And I can't figure out how that could be unless there's corrosion somewhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and try something here. So I'm gonna try something and spray inside this port with some electronics cleaner. All right, so I'm just gonna test the grounds. So off of just common ground, as you guys can see, and the camera's not really focusing, it's about 2 volts. And if I go off the grounds off of the OBD2 port, you see, still 2 volts off of chassis ground and signal ground. So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on and what could cause this. Okay, so I've tried cleaning the ODB2 port with some electronics cleaner. I've tried even pulling the fuses to it, and this is where I'm confused. So I've pulled the fuses that I've been told, which have been either F5, F36, and F3. I've tried all of them, and there's always 2 volts going to the OBD2 port. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if there's some sort of wire breakage, some sort of ground loop fault, something, but I'm beyond what I'm capable of doing. And on top of that, this is like the worst fuse diagram. I don't know what these icons necessarily mean. So Googling, and I'm getting all sorts of different results in these different mini forums. So I have no idea what. So I'm putting this video out there. I know there was another gentleman who had commented on one of my previous videos. I'm hoping he sees this and can help guide me in the right direction. So, gotta solve my mini problem, and the first thing I need to be able to do is diagnose it. So that means getting the ODB2 port working. Once I get that working, then I can figure out if it's the EWS or if it's a crank sensor that's gone bad, and then I can get back to this build project, which I haven't even introduced to you guys yet, but I have to jump ahead to the future to kind of get some help with where I'm at right now. So if anybody knows anything about R53 minis, as an 03 Mini Cooper S with some weird electrical issues where the ODB2 port is not powering up any sort of code readers or anything, and if you test port 16 on any ground, you get 2 volts. And it's always 2 volts, consistent, ignition on, off, or whatever. Always 2 volts. So, help, please. Anyways, catch you all later. Hoping I have the next video where I have some sort of answers for you guys. Catch you all later. Okay, so one more thing. Going back to the EWS problem that kind of really stopped the show. The key, I think, seems to work, so let me show you this. So I saw something that says if this works, then the key is working. So it's reading the key, right? We can agree with that. Now, the weird thing is, if I put the key in the first time, and it won't do it right now, because I've been messing with it, but the EWS thing clicks wherever it sits. It's like a click, 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 click. It's not doing it now, but if I go inside the house for a little while and come back out and put the key back in, a lot of clicks. So I assume that it's bad, but I don't know. And I'm assuming that if I had a working ODB2 port, I would get some sort of error message or something saying EWS failed or something. So if I'm wrong there, somebody let me know. I'm just grasping at straws because I don't know much about this car. And I'm just trying to learn as we go. And considering it was the world's cheapest running and driving Mini, I'm not trying to make this the most expensive running and driving Mini by going into the shop right now.